faced tyrants and would-be gods. Seen friends lose life and limb. But there's always someone bent on breaking the world. It's time for a new hero. No magic hand. No ancient prophecy. The kind of person they'll never see coming. We've got your back. I've got your back. Demons, dragons, darkspawn. Even the Dreadwolf. This is your story.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Hi guys, what's going on? Unreal here. So what we see today is something that actually came out a little bit ago, but it kind of jumps back into what came out actually a couple days ago. And what that is really is, let's go right here. It reports Dragon Age 4 will be a single player only. Single player only. So multiplayer really hasn't done well for BioWare. And well, not BioWare, but EA really. And with as you can see right here, Anthem had kind of a pretty bad falling out. Anthem's actually, I thought it was a good game for what it was trying to do, but it looks like they were trying to do too much, needed more time. There's a lot of different things that you could say about it, but for me, it kind of shows why single players are really good. Also, it's easier for that to get onto, you know, consoles and stuff like that. And watching that clip, I really kind of stayed away from Dragon Age 4 because I really want to see more like gameplay and stuff like that. That's a weird video for me. I don't know why, because starting from the beginning of Dragon Age, loving the Warden, going into Dragon Age 2, not the best game. It was I knew what they were trying to go with, but they were trying to pawn it off like, oh, this is a new area, that kind of thing. When you're playing it and you're in just a little town, well, not a little town, but it honestly, it felt like that, especially coming from Dragon Age 1. Dragon Age 3, actually, I hated it. I hated it right off the bat. Got into playing it, and it grew on me, and actually, I almost like it as much as the first Dragon Age. I don't think the story was, you know, there's controversy in Dragon Age 3 with some characters and so on and so forth, and I don't know. I don't see it. I'm not blind to what it was trying to portray, but I also think that it was a good story, and the character development was actually pretty strong, especially doing side stories and side missions and stuff like that. Dragon Age 4, I thought is going to be a continuation, really, of the character in Inquisition, and right there, that movie, I have no clue. I'm like, oh, so now I'm going to be even new character, somebody completely different. Like, what are you guys throwing at me here? Like, I thought we're going after the Dreadwolf, which is what we find out in Dragon Age 3, and then the DLCs, and I don't know. Kind of continuity error for me a little bit. The way they're speaking, like, oh, we're going to be playing a completely different character, somebody that's a nobody, that's off the street. That's what the Warden was. I mean, for crying out loud, he had to go through a transformation just to become a Warden. I played the city elf that are totally oppressed, totally, you know, second-class citizens, everything you want to throw in the book. And that was something that was kind of weird to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading it wrong, and that's a possibility. But for me, that it's like dude, we're Dragon Age 3 character. We're going after Dread Warden. We've already made a name for ourselves. Why do we need a fourth character that's going to be out of the box? I mean, I understand they're trying to kind of jump from Warden to, going to the Inquisition. I get that, but at the same time, it's like, I want to continue the story that my Dragon Age 3 character, like, this is a continuation of that character. Like, if anything, this is an exact continuation of that character, just how the story played out. I don't know. That's something that bothers me. But just to get on with the story here of why they're going pretty much into the direction of not having the multiplayer. According to Bloomberg, the new Dragon Age was being designed with a heavy multiplayer component in mind. The feature of series of features has since been excised from BioWare's new project rather than a live stream game in vein of Destiny or The Division. BioWare would develop a more traditional RPG. And that could also be in kind of the same vein as why Baldur's Gate has done really well, especially with their early access. Haven't jumped into that. Definitely want to get more information on it and kind of, but I also don't. And it's really hard for me because I hate that the game is kind of out and they're working on it. They're adding something I've read basically is, okay, they're adding, new quality of life stuff because of feedback and stuff, and that's awesome. I understand it. It's a good thing, but that's what I think beta's really for, not early access where you pay to play, get in there, and they start listening to people that, oh well, they put in money, so let's see what. I don't know. That's just something that doesn't sit well with me because it's like it's going to change the aspect of the game, but at the same time, whatever product they're going to put out is going to be what they're standing by, and those people like myself who don't want to buy early access, want to buy the full game, want to play it completely without getting a lot of tidbits and information. Like, I've really tried to not look at any gameplay besides what was given, I'm going to say maybe 8 or 9 months ago that I posted on. Really don't want to get into it. Don't want to read any information about like classes and stuff. I've seen tidbits here and there, but I try to immediately click off or scroll down or whatever, trying to just not look at it because I want it to almost still be a little bit fresh. If it was something like that was like an E3 or something like that, or something that comes out like a game conference or a game, extravaganza, something like that, I'd be totally for. But there's a lot of information because of early access, so it's giving a lot of different narratives and stuff like that, and I feel like that's just going to break the mold, and I'm not going to really I'm going to go into it not knowing going into it knowing so much, and then now I'm just playing for the story. I want to like that full experience of kind of be excited for the first time, I guess is the best way to say it. It's just like watching movie trailers. I don't want to see a movie trailer sometimes because I feel it's going to really ruin the experience, because sometimes those movie trailers tell you everything in the movie, and it's very easy to piecemeal almost a lot of storyline together, especially if you have like, comic book reference or stuff like that, or a book reference that you can easily kind of just go, okay, this is the route they're going, especially in this movie trailer, that kind of thing. Anyways, getting back to it, I know I'm going on total crazy tangents here. Dragon Age Inquisition, the most recent game in the fantasy RPG franchise, featured a cooperative multiplayer component, but it was distinct from single-player experience. 2 of BioWare's Mass Effect games also feature multiplayer components, but the forthcoming remaster, Mass Effect's Legendary Edition, will not include multiplayer. That's kind of cool. I might actually get that now because I want to just check it out without those components. So it looks like with Anthem out, with the situation that's going on there, they're basically working on not only Mass Effect, as we go down here, but they're also working on Dragon Age 4. And with that knowledge, they're not going to do the multiplayer component, at least for DA4. Maybe they might do it for Mass Effect. And that's kind of a thing. I don't know. For me, when it comes to multiplayer, it's nice to have. But if it's not a game that's if it's a very story based, like you can't have World of Warcraft as much story and in depth as it is. A lot of people kind of just drum along, just trying to get the items and bettering their character, and don't really read the lore and stuff like that. And that's not something that they're about. They're about. But with Dragon Age, and I think even Mass Effect for me it's all story driven. So having the multiplayer is awesome, but it's something that I don't know. I think it takes away, especially if you're just kind of running through the game, just trying to beat the bad guy at the end or whatever, and you're not going through the progressions. So I don't know. That's just me, and I could be crazy, which I probably am. But that is nice to hear, especially from Dragon Age 4. But there's multiple things in this little update of video games, and there's a couple of things that I've actually bounced around looking for, I don't know, Earthbound, anything. I mean, as you know, if you are an Earthbound fan, the Mother series, Earthbound, which is the second installment in the Mother series, or Mother 2. And then there's Mother 3 that was never released in America, but has, I mean, you can get it online. There's a fan English translation. So technically all three you're still capable to play. You can emulate them. You can do all your, whatever you want to actually get those games. But I was looking to see, I mean, with Final Fantasy and everything that's going on there, it's crazy to me that there are, this huge remake. Now, Square Enix is way bigger than Earthbound's. I don't think they're Game Freak. Actually, let me double check. Company builders. No, Earthbound Game Company. There we go. Publisher, Mother. Was it Game Freak? No, it wasn't. Who published it? HAL Labs. Hello, HAL Labs. So HAL Laboratory is not as big as Square Enix. And my God, a couple of days ago, well, actually, a day ago, but it feels like a couple of days ago because it's processing all of the stuff that's going on, especially with Final Fantasy. I was hoping maybe to hear something of Earthbound getting a remaster, or, like a compendium where you get all three of the games together. I don't know, something like that. But I came across two different fan and this is crazy that I have not seen this, but fan translation kind of fan made games. Like, I was like, what the so we're gonna watch this. We're gonna watch this real quick because it's really good. But yeah, let's get into it. All right, so Oddity, really, really nice. It is from the description, and this is the crazy thing. So I've looked, tried to find a little bit more information about it. Oddity is a surreal urban fantasy role-playing game set in the 70s. Play as Travis Fields. Um, it looks to be that it is basically like a Mother 4. Something that just adds to the story. It definitely has a lot of influences, I would say, from Mother 3, really, especially from the art direction and the fighting style and everything like that. It looks a lot like Mother 3 influences, and just kind of adding to that feel of Mother, the Mother series. Now, they can't, of course, it looks like they got hit with a, you know, don't copy, that as Nintendo would do. Do not copy one of our games, stuff like that. And I'm blown away. I've never seen this. I don't know why it didn't even pop up on my YouTube, and even like with Earthbound Reddit and all that stuff, it never popped up. This is crazy to me. And then there was another freaking video that I found, and this one is kind of a like revision of the original Mother, and they did it like they brought it into today's graphics, or at least into Earthbound graphics, I guess you would say, like with the Mother 2 and Mother 3. So shoot, let's watch this one real quick. So this, I'm loving it, and actually I subbed to both of them. Unfortunately, Oddity only had one video. It looks like Encore is definitely still in the now, still posting stuff. Oddity has not posted anything for quite some time, but it looks like Encore, they actually did post some videos recently, and it looks like all their music, or most of their music that's in the game, is now on their YouTube channel, which is really awesome. And a lot of it's really, really good. I didn't click on all of them because I kind of want to be a little bit surprised, especially if it does come out pretty soon or anything like that. But it looks really, really good. And it's just basically maybe a reimagining or a remake of the NES Classic that a lot of people did not get their hands on. And it was a surprise to me when I played Earthbound when I was a kid, later on finding out that, you know, there was an NES version, played that, and then I actually really enjoyed it, but I could really see the influences from the first Mother game to the second. It's kind of like, it was kind of like a remake back then onto the new console. So really awesome to see those two. But with RPGs kind of in mind, that's why I'm really, really digging, you know, looking around, finding these, you know, nice little gems, these creations and stuff. I'm gonna leave all the links in the description just so you guys can check them out, see if you want to see some of the music and stuff like that. But we're going to finish off with two small things. And one of them is actually really amazing. It is a post by a Tabe 2674, and he basically created a website on everything that we know so far on Diablo 2 Resurrected. So, I mean, let me see here if I can scroll. I mean, this has got Blizzard posts, everything we know, GIFs of, little run-bys of the new Resurrected, what it looks like, everything you could ever pretty much want. So I'm going to leave a link in the description. Gives a lot of information, what they're bouncing around, what questions and answers have been thrown in. Great job. Great job. This is a nice little cliff note of all the information that we have, and he did an amazing job. Or she. And it's just absolutely amazing. But we're going to finally finish off with something that I've been really, really big into. I want to actually jump into doing a Let's Play series, or not a Let's Play, maybe just do a live stream of it, of Stardew Valley. It just had its 5-year anniversary, and let's see if we can jump in here. Yes. 5-year anniversary. Concerned Ape has now basically, posted that and all the thank yous and everything. And this happened yesterday, and it looks like on Steam it is now half price. So if you're definitely wanting to get into a farming game that's very similar to SNES Harvest Moon, the original, definitely more expanded and way bigger in scope and everything like that, but just an amazing game. It definitely brings the nostalgia factor for me for like the old Harvest Moon. And that's something you definitely might want to check out, especially being half off. I think it's like $8 or $9 or something like that. And there's a huge modding community for that, so it's pretty amazing. But with everything that's going on in the gaming world, these are the little tidbits of the games that I'm really digging, and hopefully some of those fan-made games get created and out, soon. Because I think Diablo Resurrected is going to take over my life. But anyways, it's been unreal. We'll catch you later. Hope you had fun.